Welcome to a little tea time.
Y'all ready?
Welcome to a little tea time.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to a little tea time.
Who listening?
Welcome to a little tea time.
All right.
Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little tea time. Welcome to a little tea time.
Okay, so good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Jarek, aka Jarius D, aka the Gifted One, and I want to welcome you guys to a little tea time. Tonight I want to make a couple of announcements before I bring my guest on. So if my guest is out there, I see you got your fingers crossed. We're gonna try this out. Let me get to these announcements really quick, and then I'm gonna bring you in. So you guys, I definitely would love for y'all to go and check out my books at Amazon.com. The Coming Full Circle series, The Confessions of a Conceited Drama King, and Catching Up With Me. Go to Amazon.com, Jarius, Jrayis, Dion, Deyond, and check out those books, you guys. And I definitely would love support from you guys. This week we are still in full swing with the Shreveport Boulder Black Restaurant Week. If you guys have been seeing the flyers floating around on Facebook, definitely want to continue to get out there to support those restaurants this week. Queerport 2021 is kicking off their event this weekend, and I'm going to be volunteering my time down there as a queer artist myself. I'm going to go down just to support and just volunteer my time and just lend my energy. And I would definitely love to see you guys come out. We're going to be over at the Mini Cine Theater. If y'all don't know what the Mini Cine Theater is, look up the Mini Cine Theater, and I'll get that flyer out with the address on it again for y'all who have not seen it. And finally, my next show on Oiny Dynasty is going to be November the 2nd with my guest, Mai Jones. So definitely would love you guys to call in to support the show. All my LGBTQ listeners and viewers around the world who are viewing this on Facebook, call into the show over at ONE Dynasty 516-453-9133 and press 1 for some tea time with me, Jarek the Gifted One Thomas, aka Jarius D, your favorite published author. I am about to see if I can bring my guest in. If he is ready, I have the creator and the owner of Handbasket Zine. See if I can get him in the room really quick. Okay, Taylor, I need you to go down to bring someone on camera. Go down to bring someone on camera, Taylor. And I'm going to try and add you to that. If it doesn't work this time, I'll switch to my phone. Okay, cool. Just go down to bring someone on camera at the bottom of your screen. And I'm going to try and add you there. So we're going to try and get you in. Okay, I'm definitely trying on my end, Taylor, because I want to get you in. So I'm going to see how this is going to work. Okay, I think we got it. And okay, we may have something. We may have. Let's see what we got, you guys.
Hey,
Hey!
finally.
Yes. Welcome.
I had to go on my phone. Hold on. I had my laptop open so I could have my headphones, pay real close attention, but it's just a phone thing. Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm good, Taylor. It is so good to see you again.
You too. Let me get this closer here. Hey.
So, welcome to a little tea time.
Thank you for having me. And for your patience. Technology, right?
Yes, don't we love it? It makes our lives so enriching.
Truly, truly. So what's up?
Okay, so I wanted to get you on my live show here on Facebook. You did the show with ONE Dynasty, and I thank you so much for that. But now I have to get you over here to my actual show.
Okay.
And now I got you over here on my actual show.
But
I wanted us to have some fun tonight. Um, okay, everybody, if y'all remember, I've been getting my work published in a magazine, Handbasket Zine. And I actually have the creator and the owner here with me tonight. His name is Taylor B. So Taylor, one, I got to thank you so much for just giving me a platform to um, have my work published.
you're so
As you already know, yeah, everything's already still hanging up on the walls. And I wake up every day and I see those memories just hanging up on my wall. So that
oh,
gives me a great feeling. Thank you so much.
that gives me a great feeling hearing that. It's an honor and a privilege. Thank you.
Yes, yes. So tonight, I wanted you to let people know who you are, tell people about your brand, and talk about your what you do over at Handbasket Zine.
All right. Well, thank you, Jarek. Hi, everybody. Taylor B. I am the owner, the creator, the editor of Handbasket Zine. It is a bi-monthly literary zine dedicated to LGBTQ plus authors and their voices. Every other month, there's a new theme for queer authors to submit their writings, their voices, whatever they want to share. Our most recent issue was called Memento Mori. How do you want to be remembered? And so had some great responses to that. We've had issues on religion, on coming out, on pride, uh, all kinds of different stuff. My favorite so far, Pinata, because people could write about anything they wanted. And yeah, it's every other month. It is completely free. If you go to handbasketzine.carrd.co, handbasketzine.carrd.co, you get the links to everywhere Handbasket can be found, including a free PDF download of every issue.
Okay, so okay, right now I'm checking out the comments while you're talking, and one of my viewers right now, Miss Essence of Time, I see you're watching, darling, and yes, this is the guy who did my interview on ONE Dynasty,
Hi.
Taylor. Yes, she's actually getting to see your face because she listened to that actual show.
Oh, I remember you. Yes, yes. Let's. You wanted to get together sometime. I would love that. Thank you.
So she's actually watching right now. How are you? I said, I see you, darling. Thank you so much for tuning in. Um, okay, so I don't know how to do this interview tonight because we had so much fun the last time we did our interview, and I don't want to keep to the same thing. I wanted us just to kind of just free flow tonight.
I love.
Um, so I just submitted some work for the new edition that you're working on for the new
Yeah.
issue. And I wanted to, I can't ask, but I'm gonna ask, how did that turn out? Because I'm very interested in knowing.
Hi. So the next issue. I'm glad you brought that up. The next issue is "Tis the Damn Season," where I'm asking people what the holiday season means to them. The submissions are open through November 20th, and I'm keeping that with Pacific time. So 11:59 p.m. Pacific time that night. So that would be uh, let's see, 2 a.m. Central time, I think. So, I mean, if you get it in the 21st, it'll probably be okay. But
Mhm.
I'm like yours is actually the first submission I got. I've never received a submission on the same day the prompt was posted before.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's
what
incredible.
an honor.
That's incredible, and I thank you for it. However, just to be completely fair, I'm not evaluating anybody's work until after the deadline.
Got it. I got it. I'll stay fair. I'll stay fair.
I mean,
But
twice now. We've been talking. I think we've
is
by this point. So
yeah, Taylor, I consider you one of my friends in business. I consider you a true business partner, and I love what you do at Handbasket Scene. Can you tell the viewers around the world how long have you been doing this, and how did all of this just come together?
yeah, I'd be happy to. So it started off as a personal zine in 2015 because I've always loved writing. I've always been a writer, and I just wanted a creative outlet and some place to publish my hoe stories. So I started that off, and then that went on for a couple issues, and then life derailed, and life had other plans for me. So I brought it back brought it back in 2018, I think it was 2018 or so, for a few issues, like completely relaunched it, and then we moved. My husband and I moved again, so I brought it back during the pandemic because I wanted to write about my feelings about the beginning of the lockdowns and the pandemic and how everything was going. And I wanted to open it up to my other queer friends and queer writers.
Yeah.
And it's just been ongoing since then.
Okay, so I came across you on Instagram, and I was like, okay, that's another artist who's doing what I'm doing. That's another artist that's doing what I'm doing. I have to connect with this guy. And I literally went into work drive. I went into overdrive because I was so interested in working with you. Um, and when I first just got into this mode of I'm going to work with him, I didn't know what was going to happen. Um, but I was excited because that was my first time putting my work out to the masses at that momentum at that particular time. And it was just the start of, okay, let's just get your work out, see how people will respond, see how people will feel. And when I got that first issue, it made my day. If you're watching, mom, if you are watching this right now, my mom, she read that actual
Oh,
issue. She read the first issue with Dear Black Gay Man. She read it.
I was about to say,
And
reading Dear Black Gay Man for the first time, that was powerful. That
yes.
was powerful, Jarek.
Um so she read Dear Black Gay Man, and I told her that I was in the works of publishing it. And I wanted me and her to be on this page where this is what I felt then. This is not what I feel now. And that I wanted to get this work out because it was important that I told this story that someone else who would been in this situation can get some peace from it. They can find some healing in it, and that'll kind of get the ball rolling for them to tell their own story. So that first issue was everything to me. That's why I said, okay, I'll work with him again because it was flattering and it was one of my dreams come true because that was my first time being published in a magazine.
Oh,
So definitely was so excited that I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna do it again. And then I got published in the second issue, the next issue that I wanted to be a part of. And now I'm working to be a part of this next issue that I want to be a part of because I love that what you're doing, it's bigger than us.
yes.
It's bigger than the whole entire LGBTQ community. And even with your live shows on your Instagram, I get to see your shows, and I was interviewed on his show on his Instagram, you guys. So any LGBTQ artists who are watching the show tonight, definitely want to connect with Taylor to be interviewed on his show. And it was astounding to see what you're doing even on your Instagram because you are interviewing LGBTQ artists over there, and you're giving us a face and a voice, and you're giving us a way to shine as human beings. So I definitely appreciate that. Um,
Thank
my
you.
laptop is not. Oh no, thank you, darling, because it was important for me to see because we see it on TV all the time. We see our representation on TV all the time. And then when I started doing my live shows on Facebook, I was like, I wonder if there's someone else who's doing this. I wonder if there's someone else around the world doing exactly what I'm doing. And then there was you.
Thank
And I was so excited. So excited. Um, because we've had some really good times doing these shows that we've done. So let's talk about music.
Oh, before we get to that, I would like to say I've been seeing the Essence of Time commenting. I'm trying to keep up
Yes,
with it and absolutely want to pay attention to you. You two should make Tea Time handbasket T-shirts. I would love that. I'd send the logo.
definitely.
I would send you the logo. And Essence also said we're awesome, baby. You're awesome, Essence. But he also asked where if I'm selling anything else besides handbasket. Handbasket is not for sale. It is completely free. It is completely free platform. All the downloads are available completely free. I'm limited to how many physical copies I can print because it's all coming out of my own pocket. Uh,
Hmm.
of every single physical copy is completely free. I do not ask for a dime for anything. If like I have a virtual tip jar, and if anybody wants to drop anything in there, great, thank you. If you don't have to. The most important part is getting our community's voices out there. For this to be a platform for people to share their stories, to share their lives, however they want those stories shared. That's what matters most to me.
I love that. And I want to piggyback on that because I've been doing these shows on Facebook for, I want to say, the last few months. And I had a guy who I wanted to do the show, and I still want him to do my actual show here. And he asked me, he said, how much are you charging people to do your show on Facebook Live? And I told him, I'm not charging people anything. I'm not charging people anything. And the reason why I'm sharing it now because I want people to know that what I'm doing here is about the love that I have for what I do here. And I love to promote artists. I love to promote business owners. I love to promote people doing something positive, and it means something to me to see people doing something positive. And at some point, I would love to get donations for just for the time and the energy that I put in here. But I definitely I love the fact that I just get to have fun and definitely get to just meet and greet some amazing people. Um, so let's talk about music.
Let's talk about music. All right.
Okay. Um, did you listen to Lil Nas X's new album?
I haven't yet. I've had it on the back burner. My life has been so busy as of late that I haven't had. I need to carve out the time for it. I've heard the singles, but I haven't listened to the full album yet. Tell me about Montero.
Okay. So there are like four songs on this album that I absolutely love. Dollar Sign Slime is a really good song. Um, he did a song with Miley Cyrus, Don't Forget About Me, one of the most heartfelt songs on the entire fucking album. Um, oh, I don't want to miss the other two. It's two more songs on this album that he did. There's a song called Scoop on this album that
Okay.
was really, really good. And he did another song, want to say with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes. I love Megan.
Yes, I gagged. Um, I gagged when I heard this album, and I was like, "Oh my god!" When I heard, because I finally had the chance to listen to his body of work, and I was like, "Okay, he actually is a really good artist. That he can do pop songs and he can do rap songs."
Mm-hmm.
he represents the entire mantra of music. So I enjoyed that album.
I love
Um,
ability. Like you said, like he can go in between genres and bridge them together. He's great at what he.
absolutely crazy. Um, so who else? Who else? Who else have I been listening to lately? There's this guy named Lucky Day.
Lucky Day. I can't say I've heard of Lucky Day before. What's he like?
Oh my God. He has a new song out right now that he did with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. The
Oh,
song, yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard the damn song and I lost my mind. um, because the song is like, okay, I love Earth, Wind, and Fire, and he sampled their song. So when I saw the video, he actually has Earth, Wind, and Fire in the video.
nice. Okay, which song by Earth, Wind, and Fire?
It's the same. You
September.
can hide. I can't think of the name of the song like off the top of
Oh,
my head.
okay.
But if you listen, once you listen to the actual song, the song is "You Want My Love," and if you listen to "You Want My Love," you actually hear the actual music. Um, Adele.
Ooh, okay. So I've recently been out of a little depressive slump, and when that song came out, I was not emotionally prepared for it because I knew it was going to be devastating.
Oh,
Baby, my heart had been hurting, and I did not need it even more devastated. So I'm at a better place now, so I might be prepared for Adele this week.
you are going to gag when you get this song. "Easy on Me" is easily the breakup song of the year right now.
Ooh, oof, ooh.
Um, it's the easy breakup song right now. And it's also like the "Can You Take Me Back" song too. It's like both songs.
Okay.
And I heard this song on 102.1 here in Shreveport in the middle of the night. Never was expecting to hear the song on the station. And it's 10 o'clock, and I'm in the car, and the song comes on, and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Ooh.
Came in the house, I listened to it on YouTube that night. The next day, I was listening to it on YouTube the next day. Literally started a whole Adele playlist and went through it the entire day. Um, the song is hot. Like, because we're used to her sound and we know where she comes from with her music.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good song. It was a really good song. And for her to have not put music out in 6 years,
It's been a minute.
so it was a really good song. Um, definitely, you got to check out Adele's new song. Got to check it out. Um, oh, what? It's been a lot because I've been listening to just music, just all over the place. But those are the songs that literally right now that are like at the forefront.
Right on.
Um, and did you see, just to bring him back into the conversation, Little Nas X's video for um Industry Baby?
Oh my goodness. That boy is good at what he does.
I've
He
said it.
knows how to get attention. He knows how to make headlines. He knows damn well how to market himself and his sound and everything.
Mhm.
Easily top 10 videos of the year.
I'm speaking for both me and you, Taylor. Me and Taylor, we both need Little Nas X's marketing team.
Yes.
I need his marketing team to save my life. His marketing team is the shit. Like,
You know what they're doing.
oh my God. I was like, dude. Like his takeover on Instagram and Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
unmatched.
Unmatched. Unrivaled in his realm.
There's not one there's not one artist whose marketing team can do what he did. If they do, they had some really good damn people because that dude is at the top of the list with his marketing team.
Absolutely. I mean, he's been breaking the rules since day one. Uh,
Hmm.
Getting Old Town Road, not only Old Town Road widespread attention, but the number one song of the country, bar none. Like it overtook One Sweet Day. Uh, so, so like he's like bending the country and hip hop side of things, and then
Hmm.
going on branching out further than that, proving he's not a one hit wonder.
Yes.
Uh, and then maintaining the attention and the marketability, but also not delving into anything that would derail his aspirations.
Yes. Yes. He's done a fantastic job. He's doing a fantastic job, and I'm looking forward to whatever next is coming down the turnpike. Um, so tell me about some music you've been listening to, because I know I've been listening to just the new stuff.
All right. Well, I have been obsessed ever since that. Hold on. Let me go grab it. Did not realize I was going to need props tonight, but uh, so this is a little more on the hardcore side of things, like hardcore rock. Uh,
Hmm.
Ultra Pop by The Armed.
Okay.
The Armed are an anonymous punk collective out of Detroit, Michigan. Nobody knows who's actually in the band or not. Like only the band knows. But Ultra Pop, it is loud. It is cathartic. It is the best thing you might hear all year. Uh,
Yes.
it is incredible. They have a live concert film right now. If you go to ultrapop.live, they have a concert live at the Masonic. It blew me away. It is loud. It is sonically incredible. It is cryptic. It's astonishing. Uh,
Hmm.
Floored by Ultrapop. Like the new Handbasket logo is based on Ultrapop. So that's been my world. Uh, let's see what else. There I found it's a little older one. The Shoot for This by Work in Silence.
Hmm.
That's more like down tempo, like well not really down tempo. It's more like underground R&B. WRK in Silence, but like all one word. Uh,
Hmm.
And I've really been laying low. I actually wrote about music professionally for like 8 years, and got real burnt out on it because like I've always loved music. It's always been a real big part of my life. But when it became work as opposed to enjoyment, I got burned out. So I've been really trying to like rediscover like what do I actually like what do I really want to listen to, as opposed to like what do I have to hear and what do I feel obligated to listen to,
Right.
and I feel obligated to listen to whatever.
Okay. So we both have an artist that we both love.
I know who you're about to say.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you heard?
Uh,
Yes.
you already
You.
know. Yes.
Um. So did you hear his new song, "Not Today"?
I need to. I need to. I have been consumed with not only my 9 to 5, but like Handbasket and getting everything behind the scenes taken care of, that
Yeah.
catch up on the things I love.
Yeah. Definitely want to go and check that out. It's a really hot song. You're gonna shake your ass. I'm gonna let you know now. You're gonna shake your ass.
I mean, when Big Frida tells you to shake your ass, you shake your ass. That is not enough.
Oh. Um. So yeah, that's definitely something you want to catch when you get some time. Um. Well, I don't know how long we've been here, and I don't know what your evening is like. So how much time do you have? Because we can keep going if you got some time.
Let me see. I can give about, well, it took us a minute to get, I can do about like 15, 30 more minutes, something like that.
Okay, you can go. We're gonna try for another 15 minutes. Um, so have you been watching Squid Game?
I am all about Squid Game. That, and now I'm pissed off at Netflix right now because of all the Dave Chappelle controversy.
Yeah.
At the same time, I fucking love Squid Game. Oh
Hmm.
my god. Have you seen the whole series?
I'm still on episode 5. I,
Okay.
I
Episode
keep going. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I keep going to my brother's house, and my brother, he's watching, like, he keeps watching the damn season. And every time I go by, he's always on episode 5. It's like, okay, I'm gonna have to get over here just to watch the damn show and finish it because it's actually really good. So,
is incredible.
oh God,
I
oh
did not
God.
read I did not realize how many similarities there were with South Korean life compared to American life. Like,
Hmm.
I've been really ignorant in that regard. I have some close family friends who are Korean, and I took Korean classes in college. So like some of that, like I was picking up on some, but not all of the little intricacies going on. But it is, uh, I love that it's a scathing satire of, well, not really satire, well, kind of satire, kind of metaphor for capitalism, and how
Hmm.
like this wrenching, like how desperate people get when presented with a way to try to alleviate their debts and their stress and everything off their shoulders. Uh,
Yes.
there are it's Let me know when you finish the whole thing because I don't want to say too much and possibly give something away for you.
Okay, we can move on then because I don't want to. I
There
don't want.
There is one thing that I want to touch on just briefly.
Yeah, go
Uh,
ahead.
One, you absolutely want to watch it with the original Korean audio track and have the English subtitles, because, well, not only because it sounds better, but there are subtleties in the Korean language that are very, so there's polite and there's a casual, like you and I can talk, like there's difference between, hey, how's it going, and good evening, sir, how
Yeah.
like, so in Korean there's a, like, to say thank you, 감사합니다 and 고마워요. uh
Hmm.
sumnida is the more formal ending. Wayo or o yo is casual. There's one character in particular who almost always uses the formal endings for sentences, and then like transitions to getting more casual with the players. And I'm gonna leave it at that because
Okay.
it's one of those audio bits that you lose with the English dub.
Hmm.
So it's kind of, oh, and the one character goes between a North Korean accent and a South Korean accent, which is kind of fascinating there.
Would have never known that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's
it.
subtle. It's very subtle, but it's there and it makes it better.
Okay, that's really cool. I didn't even think about that. So thank you for giving me the insight on that, Taylor. That's really cool. Um, so you watched any interesting movies lately?
Well, it's scary season, so we've been getting back into scary movies. Every year, I love to watch American Psycho.
Oh, yes.
That's like my go-to. That's one of my go-to scary movies. Let's see. I always recommend Midsummer because it terrified me when I first saw it in the theaters, and then over time, it's like little bits and parts of it. It's meme worthy. Uh,
Hmm.
like there's one part where a character is crying, and it's almost become synonymous with overreacting, even though that's not what's happening. It's completely out of context. We watched Friday the 13th, classic, classic slasher film. We also always watch The Fog every year.
Hmm.
That's another classic. I think it's one of John Carpenter's first films. Let's see. Oh, I typically wait until Christmas to watch it, but The Shining.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's a scary one. And another one that isn't really considered a horror movie, but is still scary as fuck, is Shin Godzilla.
Mm. Okay.
It, it's a redo of Godzilla that was released a couple years ago, but it's less of it's more terrifying now because the original one was a commentary on the atomic bomb and its effects on Japan, right?
Right.
But this one, it was originally interpreted or supposed to be a metaphor for the Japanese Defense Force and bureaucratic incompetence. Uh, but
Hmm.
but but rewatching it again, it, you can see a lot of the coronavirus. Uh,
Mm.
like if you watch that film and Godzilla coming aboard onto shore and then gradually adapting to Shin Godzilla is like true Godzilla. Um, like gets from the ocean to on land, and then rather than the defense force and everything trying to like nuke him again or fire him out, he adapts to the different threats that are coming to him. So like you start shooting guns, then he adapts to gunfire. You start flamethrower, he adapts to flamethrower. Uh, so like kind of like coronavirus, it came on board, it hit. We're trying our best to try contain and get rid of it, and of course it's been mutating, and it's still spreading. It's still here.
Hmm.
So watch that movie with coronavirus in mind, and it's scary as shit.
Okay. Well, we did a family movie night last week with my brother, and we got to see the new Halloween Kills.
I've heard mixed things about that. What do you think?
Well, I'm biased because I've grown up watching a lot of the films over the years. So I had my own interps of how I thought the movie was going to play out, everything. My brother, he is a Halloween fanatic. He loves the actual movies. So as the movie went on, because I can't tell you the movie, but there was a particular scene in the movie that was going on, and my brother literally got up and turned the TV off while we were all watching. It had to be like all of our nieces and nephews were together,
Oh my goodness.
and yeah, and he got up and just turned the TV off in the middle of the movie, and it was so random. Like everybody just kind of attacked them, and we were like, "Turn the TV back on! Turn the TV back on!"
Oh my.
It was so funny because it was so random. But he was so mad. He was like, I don't want to watch. And he just turned it off. And he was getting ready to walk out the room, and we all just kind of just huddled him just for the remote control.
The most common the most common response I've seen to that is that it's god awful. And I had one, and one of my friends said Halloween Kills is a comedy. So I haven't watched it yet, but
I'm not gonna tell you much about I'm not gonna tell you anything about it. But I will say this. He's not dying yet.
oh no, Michael Myers never dies. He doesn't die.
He's not gonna die. I think after 40 years, they've done everything they could to try and kill him. Nothing's worked.
No. Now I know there's a third, like Halloween got relaunched, like
Mhm.
the Halloween, same title, different movie a few years ago. Halloween Kills is a sequel to that, and then there's
Mhm.
a third one on the way. I think it's
Yeah.
like Dies or Halloween Ends or something like that. But they're
We'll
going.
we'll see. We'll definitely see. I think Jamie Lee Curtis is doing a fantastic job with these films because now she's like kind of co-producing and starting to put her own touches into the films. So to see that she's so invested in these films 40 years, It's amazing. So to watch it, it was good because we grew up watching it. Like that's like a tradition in our home. Like we find out that there's a Halloween movie coming out. When we going to see it?
How fun is that?
Oh God, it's fantastic. So I would say we enjoyed it in my family. We enjoyed it because we were biased.
Yeah, that's y'all's thing.
So right. So I would say when you watch it, when you get a chance to watch it, just take it in.
Okay.
Um, just take it in. We went and bought some liquor and we sat around. We had some we made some just had some drinks, some cocktails,
All right.
watched. And I think that was kind of what was different because we had cocktails and we were just chilling out while the kids were sitting around. The kids ate pizza. We had pizza. We had our cocktails, and we watched. And so it was cool because the grown-ups were a little inebriated, but it made good for everybody was in the moment. We were all in the moment. So I definitely would tell you just when you watch it, just have fun. It's gonna be something. Just get your friends around, put you some pizza on, get you some cocktails, and just sit back and have a good time. Cause that's pretty much what we did. And yeah, probably have a good time watching. Probably have a good time watching.
Well, speaking of the Halloween movies, why don't we talk a little bit about Halloween the holiday? What are you doing for
Oh, I actually we just went and helped my mom decorated her house because she's a Halloween person. My mom, we have a bunch of nieces and nephews. I have 13 nieces and nephews.
Wow.
So my mom, she goes all out for the kids. Costumes this year was actually more amazing because she bought costumes for the grown-ups and for the kids.
Oh, wow.
So I have my costume ready. I'm not telling anybody what my costume is going to be yet.
Me either.
But I'm excited because this is actually my first time doing a costume as a grown up.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't done costumes since I was probably like 6 or 7.
Wow. I love Halloween. I don't, I think I've done a costume every year.
Mm,
Like, I love Halloween. I mean, I'm wearing a Freddy Krueger sweater.
you are.
But yeah, I love Halloween. It's scary. It's fun. It's a candy, getting scared, just having a good time. Like it's one of those holidays that like it's just about having fun.
Yes,
Having
it
fun,
is.
scared. That's what and like I mean we're queer people, so we get to like really express ourselves. We get to like dress up however we want, what makes us comfortable, how we want to express ourselves. Uh,
Yes,
I love that, like that queer aspect of it, and how
yes,
our community does it.
yes. Um, yeah, I haven't gotten to costumes much. I was like, I'm a little too grown up for costumes. But I said, okay, since my mom bought me a costume, I'll do it. I got invited to a Halloween party. So it's like, okay, I'm already 10 steps ahead of the game. Got my costume already. And I'm looking forward to Halloween this year. I'm gonna go and celebrate this year.
Right
After
on.
the last year and a half, we
Uh,
should be we should be partying for Groundhog's Day. We should be partying for National Come Out Day. Um,
Roaring Twenties Part Two.
right. Just we should be partying all year long as the year goes on.
Celebrating that we're still alive.
Right, right. And that we're just on Earth as people right now.
Oh yeah.
So it's been a really this is gonna be probably a Halloween I'm probably not gonna forget. But I'm looking forward to Halloween this year. Um, so I know that you are married. How is your husband?
He is wonderful. He is everything I've ever dreamed of. He is magnificent, brilliant, and he gives me reason to wake up in the morning because I get to roll over and see his face.
I love that. I can't wait till it's my turn.
I believe it will be. I know Derek, there's somebody out there for you. And okay, let me just share. When my husband James came along, I wasn't looking for anybody. I was busy being a whore. Let's
Hey, man, to tell the truth.
I mean, if there was a gay man alive in Oklahoma who didn't know me biblically, I don't know who was. But let's just put it like that. Okay, maybe I'm overstating, but I wasn't looking for love, like real love. And then James came along, and everything changed. Everything changed. And it was like people come along. It's like, okay, you're attractive. Like, okay, like you're hot. Like, okay, let's go on a few dates. And no, this isn't gonna work. When my husband came along, it took me a little bit because I was a little apprehensive. I've had my heart broken before.
Mhm.
Uh, so I was a little apprehensive, but then I saw that how he looks at me, and he's seen me at my best and at my absolute worst, and he still sees me and wants me, and that really makes all the difference. Like I've been in relationships where things have fallen apart because we saw things in each other that we weren't we weren't compatible, and we've seen, like my husband and I, like we have, like he looks at me like maybe I'm made of magic, and
That's
no
shit.
nobody has, like, I've never felt that way with anyone else. And I believe, like, if that's love that you want, if that's what you're looking for, I believe it's out there for you.
Wow. Look, I'm gonna be transparent since you were transparent. Um, I'm not gonna call his name because he knows who he is. But there is a guy that I care about this man. I actually care way too much about him. I still love him. I still have feelings for him. But we've been through a lot, separate and together. We've been through a lot, and um, I don't know. I don't. I wanna. I wanna be in love again. I wanna be in love again, but it's harder now because I don't want to let my guard down this time. And with him, it's the same thing with how you met your husband. It's the same thing with him. We just met, and I wasn't expecting to meet him when I met him, but when I met him, it was like the best time of my life. And then things started changing as far as my own personal life. Like the relationship was good, and then my personal life changed. While me and him were dating, I lost my father, so a lot
All right.
just changed. Yeah, and I love him, but I gotta be an asshole to him because I need him to grow up. Like I want him to grow up. Like I want him to be the man that I know he can be. I'm very proud of him for who he is and what he can do. And it's not a physical thing for me anymore with him. It's an emotional thing. It's more of an emotional thing. It's more of a spiritual thing. Like, and I've missed him because we've been broken up for over 4 years.
4 years, Jared.
We've been broken up for over 4 years, but I had to go and do my own soul searching. I had to go and grow up on my end. Had to realize like I'm not the best person to get along with in relationships. I'm a decent catch. I'm not even gonna say I'm a decent catch. I'm a great catch in relationships, but I know I have my ways. And because I know I have my ways, I needed to go and just figure me out without the attachments. I needed to see who Jarek was without the label of someone's boyfriend. And I've grown a lot. So I don't know if he's gonna get to watch this, but um, yeah, I still love you, dude. Like, there's no one else. There would not be anyone else. And
Is there no one else, or are you not allowing there to be anyone else?
I don't want anyone else.
Okay.
I don't want anyone else. I love him. I genuinely, truly care for him. And I feel like he feels the same way, but he doesn't know how to be that open because I'm really open in my relationships. Like I'm very open.
Emo-
And when I'm yes. So when I'm in, I'm in. And when I'm out, I'm out. And I don't we because me and him we've tried twice. We've tried twice. And I left. I left. The first time I understood, but the second time I left because I knew I was like, this is not gonna work. This is not right. The timing is not right. Something's not right. And I needed to go and figure me out. But I don't know if he's gonna get to see this. I don't know if he's watching. But I love this man to death.
if
And
I'm
for me,
I'm hearing a lot of parallels with the way you're describing things and with the relationship that I had before my husband. The last
mhm,
relationship that I had, we found we found each other where I felt for him what I thought was love. It was very intense. We were happy for a while, and then we broke up. We broke up because it was a lot of like I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. Things started falling apart, and I needed to know who I was, and he needed to I needed to know who I was outside of that. So
right.
we're broken up for a while, and then we came back together a few years a few years after that, and we were together briefly, and then just through that time realized that we changed a lot. We changed a lot. I developed more emotionally and everything else, and he developed in his way. Um,
Hmm.
but it quickly boiled down to that we weren't going to be who we needed for each other. Uh,
Right.
I wasn't going to be the man that he needed, and he wasn't going to be the man that I needed. So at that point, we realized that this isn't working. This isn't gonna work. So it's best that we just part ways now. And for a while, it sucked. It sucked. Like it hurt for a long time, and then I allowed myself to feel that to figure me out, and then
Hmm.
my husband.
That's it. I think now because I'm so busy with doing these shows and I'm working on my next book and I'm spending a lot of time with my family. Um, I feel like it'll happen when it wants to happen this time. I just don't want to. I don't want to be in a space where if it happens, I'm not ready. I need to just be completely away from anything dealing with a relationship. That if it comes to me this time, okay, I can be like, okay, I wasn't expecting this time. It found me. Let's just take it one day at a time and let's just see what happens.
Yeah,
Um, but I definitely I haven't been on dates. Like I have not been on dates because dating is like I'm working towards finding that person. So I haven't even been on dates. But I guess you never know what the future holds. You
mm,
never know what tomorrow everything can change.
yeah.
Um, so I'm a very optimistic person, very optimistic, but I'm also a realist. And thank you, Taylor, because now I just literally just told everyone on fucking Facebook about the guy
Well,
that I'm still feeling.
hear about that embarrassing little tidbit about me. So, oops. But no, Kiara, you deserve love and you deserve happiness. And whatever comes next for you in your life chapter, you deserve love and you deserve happiness.
Thank you.
Of
Thank you
course,
so much.
of
Thank
course.
Thank you. And I know we have been having a great time. Just having our conversation tonight because I'm literally catching up with a friend, you guys. If y'all are watching the show tonight, I'm catching up with a friend. And so I've had a great time chatting with you tonight, us catching up, us talking about your work with Handbasket Zine.
Thank you.
And can you tell the people around the world who's going to get to watch this show how they can follow you and where can they tune into your show?
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, Handbasket Zine is all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Handbasket Zine, HANDBASKETZINE. Easy way to do it, handbasketzine.card.co, handbasketzine.carrd.co. That'll bring you to a list of links to everywhere we can be found.
Mhm.
And on our Instagram page, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern is a new live show. This coming Wednesday, the 27th, I believe. It's the Halloween Spectacular. So
Mhm.
so it's gonna be me and three of my friends in Halloween costumes talking about all things scary. Uh,
Yes.
so yeah, and submissions are open now for issue number 9. 'Tis the damn season. Uh,
Mhm.
so I'm looking for essays between 400 and 700 words about what does the holiday season mean to you. Shoot me a DM anywhere on social media. Send an email, handbasketzine@gmail.com. And reach out. Let's connect. And I'd love to hear your stories and potentially share them with the world.
Yes. And can you tell people your favorite phrase about Handbasket Zine? Because that shit rocked my world when you told me.
Well, we're all going to hell in a handbasket, so damn it, it's going to be mine.
I love that. I absolutely love that. That shit is absolutely that's rock star shit.
Thank you.
So when I heard it for the first time, y'all, I was like, yeah, you have to say that all the time. That is your catchphrase.
I always close off every live show with hope to see you next time. Until then, enjoy your ride straight to hell in a handbasket.
That's it. That's it. With that being said, you guys, I would love to thank my guest tonight, Taylor B, the creator and the owner of Handbasket Zine, for joining me tonight. Thank you so much, Taylor.
Thank you for
To
having
all of my viewers, yes, yes, to all of the viewers at home who are watching, thank y'all so much for tuning in to A Little Tea Time. And as I always tell you guys, remember to be great on purpose, not on accident. The future is now. Until next time, I love you guys, and y'all be well. Thank you, Taylor.
me. Thank you, Jared. Good night.
Good night.
Welcome to a little tea time.
Y'all ready?
Welcome to a little tea time.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to a little tea time.
Who listen?
Welcome to a little tea time.
All right.
Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little tea time. Welcome to a little tea time.
Hi, Mom. Love you, girl.